Cool, so welcome back YouTube. These are a few items that I received from eBay. They're super on the cheap, so if you are interested in just buying cheap stuff off of eBay, probably from like Asia, and don't mind or have a rush to receive them, then this is a pretty cool haul that I'm going to show you. The first thing that I have up is this Pokeball Grinder for your herbs. It's roughly at around maybe 2 inches circumference or so. There's nothing really like bad about it. It was maybe right around $5 off of eBay. Like I mentioned, it looks as though I have a ding on it already. It's basically a plastic outside. It's hard plastic, and of course, you know, you grind whatever herb you need to have. On the inside, let's look at the chambers. So as you can see, it has a little bit of a magnet right there, as well as down here in the center. And then when you put it together, it just kind of seals shut. It doesn't really fall or anything, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that's always kind of safe to travel with. Inside, it has the chambers. Obviously, wash it before any use, just because you don't know. When I received it, it had a few metal shards. Especially if it's a gift, you don't want to give it to someone and then, like, I don't know, have them choke or something. So this piece right here screws off any minute now. And then at the bottom, what you see is a little screen for keef, basically. And then there's a little compartment in here with a bunch of threads. Overall, I don't think it does a great job at catching keef, but I mean, it's still a good gift. It's still a cool gift to have, especially if you're into anime or maybe you're into cosplay, if you're not into herb grinding. But I definitely recommend it. It was worth the wait. Yeah. Next thing, I do have these moon papers. I actually received 5 of them for roughly around $1. Maybe it might have been under $1. I'm not entirely sure. These are allegedly, it says they are pure hemp. I'm not really sure. I haven't tried them out. I just received them today. So if you look in size, it says it's normal size, but I believe it's 1 1/4 size. Sorry, I just burped. But that's what they look like. They come pre-gummed. So that is there for you. And again, it has 50 fine rolling papers. I don't really know much about this. I just know that I got them online because I was like, oh, why not? So again, it was 5 of them for right around $1, which is really nice. And then I'll show you this next thing. Packs of 5, none of them came smashed, but they did come in like a sketchy plastic wrapped bag, but it's fine. Next up is this Zig Zag rolling pin. I guess, I don't know what you call it, like a rolling, it's just a roller, okay? So you can roll cigarettes and stuff. So this is kind of like a nylon-y thing. This has obviously the Zig Zag man on it. This thing was roughly, I want to say like $3, $2 on eBay, and the size is 110 millimeters. I have yet to try it out, but I did take it out of its wrapping, and it did come with instructions. It's just like an acrylic plastic thing that says Zig Zag on it. You probably can't tell, but I mean, I swear it does. Well, I guess it's upside down. I don't know. Wow, it's way like not even. Oops. I like this. There we go. Zig Zag. And it's got the logo like I mentioned, so it's pretty cool, pretty good gift, especially if you're running low or you kind of suck at rolling things, rolling low on cash or looking for a gift to give to someone. That's pretty cool. Next up is this grinder slash herb storage. As you can tell, there is a little bit of discoloration, probably because it's cheap plastic, but I did pay roughly $2 or $3 on it. It's supposed to be like a MedTainer, like the knockoff version. However, I don't really think it does anything to like seal or conceal any smells. If you open it up, it's got a little bit of a grinder, like a sharp toothed mechanism down there. And in here you insert your herbs, and the inside also has like spikes inside. Can't really tell too well. You can kind of see that it has spikes. You seal it back up, and then I guess you unscrew that top, and that's where you can keep herbs that have not been ground yet. Or your tobacco, Swisher Sweet stuff, I don't know, whatever you have to keep in there. Maybe a few pre-rolled cigarettes and of the like. So again, this was $3 on eBay. Next up is this 99-cent grinder. It's plastic. It is a little bit bigger than the Pokemon one. This is probably like 1.5 inches, and this is 2 inches solid. and it's pretty nice. So that's just to show you what it is for size comparison. Let's go ahead and look inside. It's basically your average acrylic grinder. It's plastic. It has a little bit of a magnet right there. I did order 2 of these, so I paid maybe $2. But the other one had kind of a crappier magnet. It's just, you know, quality control was kind of not great on it. Obviously, always make sure you clean your materials before you use them. And then, yeah, it's just basically two chambers. It's just, that's it, grind, dump, and, you know, roll. And again, this was, I want to say it's $1, but it was definitely cheaper than $1, like a couple cents cheaper. This is a packing cone that I got off of eBay too. This is maybe, I want to say I paid $1 or $2. Again, like these are just cheap materials that I bought because I was curious about them. So what this is it actually grinds your material that you have inside. So there's material in there, and it has a magnet on there, and you just twist, and essentially all the material when you're twisting comes down to this tube. This is removable, and then you can use it to pre-roll your cones. It has a little bit of a section in there so you can put your papers in there, and then you just open this, you unscrew this back up, open, and I mean obviously you can use this little stick thing to push whatever you're doing through, or, you know, I don't know, whatever you have to do with that. So this little mechanism is really helpful. It's got a couple of divots in here that kind of help you scoop up your loose tobacco, which is pretty nice. But yeah, again, maybe $2 or $3 off of eBay. I mean, it's kind of, I want to say that after a couple of uses, if you don't clean it, like, it's kind of janky. But I mean, you know, especially if the materials you're dealing with are sticky or anything like that. And I mean, you're not going to get perfect quality, but I think it's good enough for government work, right? Yeah, but highly recommend it. It's really small, travel size. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches maybe tall. So, good thing to carry around. And then the last thing I ordered off of eBay in this haul was socks. So I received 2 pairs of socks, and these, give me a minute. I think they're supposed to be like a knockoff version off of the Huff socks. I mean, I just opened them now. They're not perfect. They smell kind of plasticky. But, I mean, I don't really know how long they're gonna last me. But I think these are cute for, like, having or as a gift, like I mentioned. And these were roughly $1 or $2 a pop. So, for the pair. I don't know. They don't say Huff on them, so that's pretty cool. I just thought that the colors were cool. The inside's got a bunch of loose strings in there, so like I mentioned, quality, I'm not so sure. Wear them for a day or 2, or, you know, a week without washing them, I'm not sure. I don't know that I would wear it a week without washing either. I just probably have some stinky feet. But anyway, that's my haul of cheap items I received from eBay for anyone who's into smoking or just, you know, whatever you do with your life.